Yo, what is going on, you guys? Bashtianygo here, and I'm coming at you with some combos for the most recent deck list I submitted for the Yummy deck coming out in Justice Hunters here in just a few days. So actually, like a little bit over a week or so. So it's coming up, guys. I'm sure we're gonna get deck Justice Hunters openings, things like that here soon. So I want to make sure everyone is prepared, and we can go ahead and learn from this deck and how this deck works together. So in my most recent profile, I did upload it with a Sangan. I'm still testing with the Hornet drones. I really like the Hornet drones lines, which I'll probably be uploading some videos with that in this upcoming week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, I want to show you guys what one Sangan can do in the Yummy deck, so let's go ahead and get right on in. So it's going to be your opening hand, normal summon Sangan. Sangan, we're going to go ahead and link him off to go into your copy of Almirage. And then Sangan's effect is going to activate, letting us search any monster with 1500 attack or less from our deck to our hand. Now, the only issue with this is that you cannot activate cards or effects with cards with that name for the rest of this turn. So that's the only restriction on it. So from this, I'm going to go ahead and search out Cookie specifically. The only reason I search out Cookie is because it's the only one that I don't think is really applicable as much, like going first. Is it better like on turn 2, or if you already are breaking the board and something like that? Whereas I believe that your opponent might put something in the graveyard. Maybe you get Yummy, you get shuffle it back into the deck for them, wherever it might be. And obviously Cupsie, you want to make sure you're leaving your deck because you want to still use that special summon effect. So we're gonna special summon out the Cookie, and the reason why we can still special out the Yummy from our hand is because the summon effect does not activate. So as Sangan says, you cannot activate the effect of the monsters, but we're not activating the effect. We're just literally special summoning based off a summoning condition, which is basically having a link 1. So to clarify some questions out there, we're gonna go ahead and synchro off into the Cupsie. Cupsie's gonna go ahead and search us out our copy of the Cupsie and our copy of the Lolly. Right, so we got Cupsie and we got Lolly in hand. We are looking real good right now. Let's special summon out the Cupsie. Cupsie effects, search out our copy of Yummy Surprise. Pretty standard from here on end, guys. We're gonna go ahead and go Yummy into Snatchy. Snatchy effect, special activate Surprise. Not Surprise. Sorry, Snatchy effect. Activate the minion from the deck, and then minion effect, special summon back out the Cupsie. And from here, we have some ways we can go about this, right? So we can just simply go synchro these two into the Martial Metal March effect, special summon back the Cupsie, and then we're gonna go ahead and special summon out the Lolipo Yummy, and then we can synchro with these two and go right into the Arclight, which is a play we can definitely do, and then still end on the Yummy Surprise, so special summon back one from the graveyard, and then continue on that way. Another thing you can do as well, which is a little bit more greedy, is go into our copy of Lolipo Yummy Way right off the bat. Now we don't have Arclight here, and we're very susceptible to it, so that's something that we do want to consider. But Lolipo Yummy Way is going to go ahead and special summon back 2 from the graveyard, special summon back 2, and then we can go into our copy of Arclight here, right, which is an option. And then we'd have to go ahead and get rid of these two. So in this instance, we can make either an IP, we can go get rid of this into our copy of another copy of the Yummy Snatchy. So there's things we can definitely do here, still end on the Yummy Surprise, or if you guys want to end on something a little bit better, this is gonna a little more greedy, you can still go Yummy Surprise, special summon back, and then synchro into another Arclight. But again, it just depends on how greedy you guys want to be with it. It's still up to debate as far as how you want to go about your combos. So that's something that I feel like we won't really know until we actually get some live testing with the deck. I've been on Omega here and there, but something, of course, I still want to mess around with, right? So there's definitely options there. What's good is that we don't get any type of restrictions with this combo with Obedience School. Obedience School is probably the most restricting one of all. And I'll show you guys here in just a second. But I want to go ahead and show you guys what we get off of just the one Cupsie. Right, so this is still our hand, right? We have 4 cards we can potentially discard. Normal summon the Cupsie, Cupsie effect, I always like to search out the surprise because you're going to be, this lets you search any yummy card, whereas the Cupsie synchro monster lets you only search for 2 Cupsie monsters and discard 1. So that's something that I want to keep in mind moving forward. Summon out the yummy Snatchy effect. Go ahead and put out the field spell effect, special summon back out the Cupsie, and then synchro summon into our copy of the Cupsie Way effect. Search out your 2 monsters. This is still in the deck. So now you have Yummy Surprise, you have Cookie, and you have Lolly in the hand. Where you have 1 Cupsie, Snatchy in the graveyard, so you have the Yummy Way. So here on end, you pretty much freestyle as far as what you want to do. Special summon out the Cookie. Yeah, I mean, as far as this is concerned, especially summon out 1 or both of them, doesn't really matter here. You can just go summon 1, keep 1 in the hand just to be safe in the event you do get nibbed. So this is something that you want to keep in mind when you're going off in this combos, is that nib obviously is going to hurt your end board. It's not going to be detrimental to a point where you cannot play. But yeah, it's something you definitely want to keep in mind, right? So here, make the arc light, and then link this one off into another copy of Snatchy. Now you can end on just this with the I keep forgetting to discard after the Cupsie search. You can end on just this with the Yummy Surprise set, and what Yummy Surprise is going to do, you activate on your opponent's turn and special summon back the Cupsie Yummy Way. Cupsie Yummy Way now has the ability to special summon back the Cookie and Lolly in your opponent's turn. Because you're special summon off a synchro effect, this is going to get a pop 1 monster on the field, this is going to get the banish 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, and then you still get this Yummy Snatchy effect, a quick synchro with it, and then you're able to go into what's called the Cookie Yummy Way and book 2 of your monsters cards face down. So it's really, really good. Honestly, like Obedience School is really, really good, don't get me wrong, but I think the restriction where you can't summon anything that's not a beast is kind of puts a damper on your end board. Don't get me wrong, it's still a broken card. It's still really, really good. Just being able to get 3 free bodies on the board, and even if it doesn't do its job, it definitely is going to be great ash bait, right? So here we go. We have Obedience Schooled. If you try Obedience Schooled, we're gonna go ahead and activate it, right? We're gonna special summon out 3 copies if we don't get ashed, and we're looking pretty lit. We are locked into beasts, so that's something that we do want to keep in mind, but it's something that we should be able to play around, no problem. So we're gonna go ahead and link that one off into our copy of Snatchy effect again. We're gonna go ahead and go with the field spell, the one that can summon back from the graveyard. And now that we have that, activate field spell effect, and then go that route, and we're gonna go ahead and special summon out the Cupsie Yummy Way. Cupsie Yummy Way effect. Let's go ahead and discard the Purge and add 2 copies of we can add Cookie and we can add Cupsie. Now the effects that the monsters that we summon off of the Obedience School, obviously we can't use, but we can certainly use the monsters that we are searching now. So special summon Cupsie effects or surprise. And then again, we just freestyle from here, but we can't go too far because we can't go into Herald. So that's something that is a bit of an inconvenient factor, I would say personally. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to just play it safe, I would say. Go ahead and link this off into our copy of Snatchy. And then what you can do is you can make a second Snatchy as well. So you would summon this anywhere but here. And then you make these, you can make 2 Snatchy, right? Because this effect is not once per turn for whatever reason, it's just ridiculous. So all these are gaining 500 attack per light beast you currently control, so they're all gaining 2,000 attack, which is going to be really crazy. And then you can set your Yummy Surprise, and this is still a really, really crazy board, because you still have the Yummy Way effect to tag out into the Lollipo, and you have the Cookie in the graveyard, which is going to allow you to, again, pop a monster in the field and banish 1 from the graveyard, which is really good. And then you can also, again, use a Yummy Snatchy to synchro with these 2, go into the Cookie, book, right? And then if you want to continue on further, You can still synchro summon with the Yummy statues really good, and potentially make a Herald Arclight on your opponent's turn, which is nasty. So that's something that's really, really cool, because you can obviously see you'll have so many monsters on the board by the time you're activating all your synchro effects to summon back and everything. And the fact that they can all quick tag out into more Yummies from the graveyard is absolutely busted, because you can go to literally whatever route you want and take it from there. Or if you just want to make it as soon as possible, make Yummy's activate Yummy Surprise, special summon, link into Arclight, and then you're good to go from there, guys. So that's pretty much what the three most basic combos I want to show you guys with Obedience School, with Cupsie, and with a Sangan. So I hope that wasn't too chaotic. Again, my mind is just racing right now through like different things that Yummy can do, and really just exploring what this deck can really do. So if you guys have some additional combo lines that maybe I missed, or maybe some combo lines that you guys want to expand on, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys found a different engine that can work with this, let me know in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and test it out together. Let's learn this deck together. And without further ado, guys, hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see y'all in the next one.